guaranteed to make your event unforgettable. With an extensive music library spanning all genres, Just Cool Radio knows how to read the crowd and keep the dance floor packed all night long. From classic hits to the latest chart toppers, every song is expertly mixed to perfection, creating a seamless flow that keeps the party vibes high. But that's not all. Just Cool Radio brings more than just music. With dynamic lighting, engaging MC skills, and interactive dance routines. This entertainment package is designed to captivate and thrill your guests from start to finish. Whether it's an intimate gathering or a grand celebration, Just Cool Radio tailors the experience to match your vision and exceed your expectations. Book Just Cool Radio today and turn your event into an extraordinary celebration of music, dance, and pure fun. For booking and inquiries, visit www.justcoolradio.com or call +44 7904 598 848. Get ready to dance the night away with Just Cool Radio, where every beat brings the heat.
JusCoolRadio.com provides exceptional standard to your video promotion and your audio promotion. Advertise with us now on the number +447 538 704 791. We take WhatsApps and we take emails. JusCoolRadio@outlook.com. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many.
Calling all young sports enthusiasts. Get ready to kickstart your athletic journey at Goodway Sports Academy, your community hub for sports and personal development in Brixton. Founded by the dynamic Mr. Anton Too Bad DJ Simon from Just Cool Radio Ltd and Eyes of Many CIC. Goodway Sports Academy is more than just sports. It's a place to grow, learn and shine. Whether you're dribbling towards your dream in basketball or scoring that winning goal in football, our academy offers top-notch coaching in football and basketball for youths aged 7 to 18. But it's not all about the game. At Goodways, we teach life skills like teamwork, discipline and leadership, preparing you for success both on and off the field. And here's the best part. We're actively looking for passionate volunteers. Join us in coaching, event planning, or simply being a mentor to our young athletes. Don't miss out on the action. Visit us at St. Matthew's Estate Sports Ground or reach out today to become part of something great. For more information, visit www.justcoolradio.com or www.eyesofmanycommunity.com or simply email us at eyesofmanycommunity@gmail.com. Goodway Sports Academy, where good ways lead to great futures.
Bop's Grand Rising Adventure at Just Cool Radio. Once upon a time, in the cozy Just Cool Radio studio, where the beats were always bumping and the vibes were always cool, lived a tiny kitten named Bop. Bop was the pet star of JusCoolRadio.com, and she loved nothing more than snuggling up next to her owner, Anton, Too Bad DJ, after a long day of spinning tunes. One early morning, Bop awoke to find the studio door open and no one around. Anton was still asleep, and the studio was quiet. Bop, feeling adventurous, decided to start the Grand Rising show early. After all, she had so many adoring fans cheering her on. However, Bop had a problem. She didn't know how to turn on the magical DJ radio equipment. As she was trying to figure it out, a smooth, cool voice said, "Ayo, Kit." It was Mr. Cool, an inflatable smiley face known for his street smarts. From that moment on, he called Bop Kit. Bop responded with a soft, adorable meow. Mr. Cool said, "Get me a snack from the kitchen, and I'll turn on the stuff for you, Kit." Excited and eager to learn, Bop immediately accepted the offer. It seemed like a much better deal than Snakey's offer when she first arrived at Just Cool Radio. With a blink of an eye, Bop was at the studio door, ready to go. Then Mr. Cool added, "And a drink, a sandwich, and a scoop of ice cream." Determined to learn the trade of DJing, Bop set off to gather all the requested items. On her way, Bop grew tired trying to carry everything at once. Just then, Baza, a big bear with lots of makeup and a weave, appeared and offered to help. "Do you need help, love?" "Oh, aren't you cute?" Baza said. Bop, being young and naive, didn't realize Baza's true intentions. Baza suggested that Bop could make the journey easier if she cut herself in half. "You'll be able to carry everything easier. I'll show you how," Baza said. Meanwhile, back in the studio, King Trunks the elephant and Queen Ishak the ostrich woke up. They saw Mr. Cool with a big smile on his face saying, "Breakfast is ordered, chill." Queen Ishak asked, "How if you're here and everyone else is on holiday? We don't eat from you-know-who." Mr. Cool responded happily, "I sent Kit." Realizing who Kit was, King Trunks asked Mr. Cool, "Who is Kit?" Mr. Cool replied, "Its name isn't Kit. I just call it that." Realizing that you-know-who meant Baza and Snaky, King Trunks let out a huge trumpet horn and rushed to the kitchen. In the kitchen, Baza stood above Bop with a machete, about to slice. Just in time, King Trunks jumped onto the counter and swept Baza away. Snaky slithered off into the darkness, plotting for another day. Walking back to the studio with the breakfast in hand, they met Mr. Cool at the door. Mr. Cool apologized for not helping Bop and for being lazy and greedy, putting Bop in danger. Bop forgave Mr. A, Cool with a contented purr. King Trunks told Bop, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Realizing Bop had a lot to learn, Bop listened and went over to Queen Ishak for a snuggle. Unaware of the grand rising antics, Anton walked into the studio to start his show. During the show, wanting to impress, Bop meowed on beat and scratched a record, receiving applause from the audience and Anton. And so, in the magical world of JusCoolRadio, where pet toys come to life and adventures await, Bop's grand rising adventure became another tale of friendship, bravery, and the joy of learning new things. The end. More adventures coming soon.
Guys, big up everybody. Good evening, good evening. And happy Wednesday. Come on, guys. You already know the vibes. You're here, locked in. Your time with Nadz. And you already know it's always a vibe, right? It's always something going on over here, and I absolutely love it week in, week out. We've got an amazing, dope artist on his way for this evening's show, and I cannot wait, okay? Hope everyone's had a blessed one. Hey, good evening. Yes, love and blessings, guys, wherever you're locked in and tuned into. Yeah, man, you're locked in. It's a vibe, okay? It's always a vibe. So you already know how it goes, guys. Our warm-up sesh, do you know what I mean? I look a warm-up, yeah? And all week, I've been listening to WizKid, so I feel like it's only right that we dedicate the first two tunes of our warm-up to WizKid. Okay, you already know. So we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to go. One of my all-time favorites, oh my God, guys, from this album, Made in Lagos, has me every time, okay? So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Your time with Nadz right here on JusCoolRadio. Yes. Oh. Before we get into that one, yeah, Made in Lagos, right? No Stress was Break Me Down, WizKid. Oh, dope tune, guys. I'm obsessed. Next, we're going into Jordan Adedunji and KWN. Too Many Women, honey. We're going to get Ray WN, guys, because that's just the vibes, right? And we're going to head straight into Isaiah Falls featuring Joyce Rice. Butterflies. Just so cute and beautiful, honey.
Love you have, I'm not your number one. And in my own home, you got the nerve to act like I'm an option. I've been going on insane, praying that you change your ways, hoping that you.
Yes, guys, dope tune right there. Always a vibe. That's how it goes over here with your time with Nadz, guys. I hope you're all having a pleasant evening so far. Right now, I'm going to play another one of my favorites by Shens, an amazing artist I actually had down here. Dope artist. She's a new artist and she's doing her thing. Amazing voice, guys. This song is Sanity. Dope.
Do you call a phone when you're lonely? Are you coming home? Can you phone me? You don't even realize you're playing games. Spend all my time.
Come on, guys. Come on. Vibes.
I'd rather be on my own. Shit ain't the same no more. Complacent, I'm done with being patient, but I don't wanna start a fight. Whoa. Honestly, I don't feel like myself. Being with you ain't good for my
Yes, guys, if you're feeling this tune, make sure you do go and run it up, okay? Show some love and support.
For all of your actions, got these distractions, but I ain't here to play that all today. You steady on her phone like you ain't got no babe. My mama always told me you ain't worth the wait. Honestly, I don't feel like myself. Being with you ain't good for my health. It's killing me slowly. I'm missing the old me. You're draining my energy. What have you done to me? Oh, you know I hate feeling alone. Deja vu when you tell me I'm wrong. Testing my sanity. Wanting audacity. I reach my capacity. Why can't you set me free? Oh.
Yes, guys, that was Shens with Sanity. And it wouldn't feel right to not follow this one up with a little bit of Summer Walker, guys. Heart of a Woman. Because this right here, choose this one right here, guys. A Maria BB. Okay, that's what's up. Deep tune. I like that one. Nice little light-hearted one. Good vibes, good energy, because that's what we're really, really about, okay? And I'm super excited to welcome this dope artist in the building, guys, okay? Amazing musician, artist, amazing soul, amazing person, okay? We've got Elevatetoday in the building, guys. Please do come up, honey. Please do. Get yourself situated. Yeah, and just anywhere you anywhere you want. Just look straight. Yeah, but just keep it this way for me because I want to make sure that in my one we're both in it, my lovely, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's all a puzzle out here. We just got to fit it all together, haven't we? Yeah. Welcome, Elevate. Welcome to your time with Nadz. I appreciate you. Honestly, I really do. I feel like this is a whole moment. This is a whole moment in time, you know, because obviously we've known each other for like quite a while now, and cross paths, you know, work together and things like that. It's lovely to just have you in my space, and you know, my whole point of these interviews is for people to get to know the person behind the art, behind the music, and so yeah, we're going to be
in front of the art.
Okay, is this all? I can't with you, lot. Everything's white, all this and that. I swear, it doesn't actually pertain to women. I'm pretty sure us women don't have to worry about all of that, do we? We got. All right, cool. As long as I get a pass, you're good. Yes, guys, White Elevate's just situating himself. When I tell you, I've been so looking forward to this interview, guys. Elevate is such a hard-working artist. He's been putting out tunes for time. And when I tell you, there's so much that I want to pick his brain. Do you know what I mean? So if you have any comments, any questions, guys, do, you know, feel free to ask them, and I'll do my best to get through that.
We don't need a commercial break or ads.
Is that what we're doing? Yes, big up Elevate today. So what I like to do is start off with an artist song, but I feel like we're just going to go with the vibes this evening, okay? Mm-hmm. I think it's important for artists for the audience to know. Make sure are you in there? There you are. Yeah, are you good? Are we there? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, it gets real technical. There's a lot of screens, guys. There's a lot of things going on. And so, yeah, it's all good. We good, yeah? So Elevatetoday. I really like for the audience to know, you know, if there's a backstory behind creating your artist name. Because it's quite unique. I mean, I wouldn't think of it, like, straight away, like, okay, let me just call myself Elevatetoday. Like, how did that come about?
Good question. So, I was in college doing a music production course. Mm-hmm. And then one of the projects was create a music name or band name or something.
Oh, okay.
So then that's the name I came up with. But it kind of sounds like a group as well. Cause
yeah, it does a little bit.
I was listening to a lot of rock and like metal groups, and they have like those interesting kind of names. So you can't really tell if it's a one person or a few. Yeah. And also it's like a nice mantra to elevate yourself today. So I just chose it randomly and then stuck in, and now it's like a real
I like
real
that.
thing.
I like that. Yeah. So I just feel like, yeah, you're right. It's the mantra as well behind it. And I feel like your type of music, I'd say is more like, would it be okay to describe it as reggae fusion type music? Because you do really infuse it with so many different type of genres.
Yeah. I feel like the reggae part will come mostly from the vocals, the way I'm delivering it and the message. But then the surrounding, the instrumental can be any genre.
Yeah,
any
literally.
style.
Was that intentional as far as like you just enjoy, like, because I know a couple of your mixes, it's like it's got a bit of drum and bass, you know, like different types of rhythms on it. Was that something that's like, yeah, I just want to be so universal so that you don't feel boxed into the reggae category?
Not even that. As a musician, I just like to be creative, so I can't just make the same. The one, it's like cooking food. Like you got your basis, but then you add your different spices. So
Right.
and then growing up over here, I'm exposed to so much different type of music.
Yes.
So you just have to just
Yes.
make what you want to hear, kind of thing.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna get into as far as like your background. Of course, we can definitely see visually it's giving Rastafarian, it's giving Rasta vibes. So, would you like to give a little?
The next point as well. I tried rap.
Oh, you did?
Like it just didn't sound right.
Yeah.
The patois, it works because it's authentic.
Okay.
You trying to rap is
Yeah.
or like trying to do that.
You was born here.
Born in Jamaica.
You was born in Jamaica.
I grew up in Manchester.
Okay.
So then I got a Manchester accent mixed with London. So trying to rap, it just doesn't.
You don't think it sounded right?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's everyone. It's nice.
I like lyrics, but
okay.
At the time, it wasn't. No.
That
didn't sound right.
Well, you didn't feel it sounded right, but that doesn't mean that everyone's voice is so unique that I feel like there's a space for everyone. But obviously, you need to enjoy and like the music that you're pushing out there. So I can understand that. I respect that. So as far as you growing up, tell us a bit about like your childhood. As far as you you grew up. So you Manchester. Mum, dad, how many siblings? Like, what was the kind of setup for you?
So I grew up as a single child.
Okay.
But with my mum and my father in Manchester.
Okay.
Was that the question?
Yeah, no, it's all right. So following on, so single child, right? Do you think this thing that they say about single child syndrome, is that a thing? Do you feel like you've ever gone through a phase in your life where you're like, I get why people say single child? Like, do you feel like it's
not the way that I was grown. Just grown to share and give and I feel like it depends how you grow. Yeah. My parents never grew me to where I could be selfish or anything. So. Yeah,
no, for sure. I think that really matters. So the environment. So Manchester. At what point did you then move to London?
So I was producing music first. So I was doing that maybe like from 2015. No, let me think back.
Yeah.
I think I was coming to London maybe like 5-6 years before I actually moved there for production. Yeah. So I already kind of knew, I had a couple of links, and then I moved in just before the first lockdown. Okay, so before lockdown, you came down to London. So what was the transition like for you? Was it like, okay, was you feeling it off the bat? Was it like, okay, I'm going to have to get used to this? Londoners are a bit this, a bit that. I don't know. Like, what was your first impression? Interesting. So, if you want to go deep now.
Yeah, let's do it.
As a youth man, growing up, especially early 2000s, there was always the hoodies, London hoodies, Brixton, that kind of stuff. So when I first come to London and visit those places specific in my subconscious, that's like that. I wonder what you get there is the same as anywhere else. That's just one little thing, but it's just another city. But there was, when you go to a certain area, you think, oh, estate.
Right. So all right. So you already had a perception of what London would be like. Did it either meet the expectations or it didn't meet those kind of stereotypes?
Nah, but that's just one point. But the rest of it's just another city, just a bigger city, which I like because it's like there's always something more to discover, kind of thing.
No, I hear that. I think people do say that, like, when they're not from London, they think, okay, London's such a big place and whatnot. I think it's also nice to be from areas that are very, like, close knit like where people know each other and it's a lot safer for your kids to be running outside. And I don't know, I feel like with London, there's opportunities for sure. Would you say you was doing music from, and let's take it back a little bit. Let's take it back. So single child, 2-parent home, was music something that was always in your environment?
Yeah. Night till day. And then obviously growing up in like a Christian background, grandma church, mom church, auntie church. Then dad with the Rasta side, sound system, you know, reggae all day.
Yeah, so daddy introduced that. Okay.
So when I started taking music, it would have been the 2000s, like 2005, 2007. I'm really like taking in music.
Yeah.
So like the Sizzler, the Jackie, or the Egyptian, that kind of. As well as the old school stuff, but that's the stuff that resonated with me the most. Like the more militant, but Rasta vibes.
Yeah.
I know it's like the dancehall as well, but the militant Rasta vibe was like, that's mine.
So how would you describe your style of music or yourself as an artist? If you could say it in 3 words or even a sentence, how would you describe yourself?
The future of reggae.
I love it. Well, technically, yeah. Technically.
But reggae is all about innovation. If you look at the history of it, they was using old equipment from that the BBC would have left on the island. So 10 years prior equipment. And look at the amount of genres and systems and techniques they created out of that. So reggae is about pushing forward. If you hear from the difference in sounds from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s to the 90s, the whole new dance hall, you know, all these, like, it's all about innovation. So
and evolving. So it constantly moves with the culture. I
always aim to make my music sound futuristic or sound fresh. I don't want to recreate something or do someone else's flow.
Okay.
So that's my whole thing.
Interesting.
That was not 4 words still.
No. No, you don't. But you know what?
The new wave.
It's actually okay because
the new wave.
You know, there's no rules to this. True. Yeah, there's no rules. You gave the answer and you gave it with detail, and I think
the new wave.
The new wave. Yeah.
But
we got it.
What? It's not broad. It's not specific enough.
No, it's definitely broad. But
the
then
new wave.
The
new wave.
The new wave.
The wave.
Yes, Elevating.
One wave.
Big up yourself, Elevating. Yes, King. All right, so we're gonna run one of your tunes, okay? One of my personal favorites, 10 Summers, which is off of your most recent album. And I had the pleasure, obviously, being at
Mixtape.
The mixtape release party. I was there and just being up there up front and watching it all. So well done and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you for being front row the whole time.
Come
till late hours of the morning.
Listen, honey.
-3. She come out for we.
What? Come on. No, I had to. I absolutely had to. Yeah, it was definitely nippy outside.
Cold.
Definitely giving London vibes. But honestly, it was just really like the atmosphere, the energy, the different performances, artists that you had come up. I love the way that you support other artists as well. I think that's something that we don't come about too often, you know, so big up yourself for that.
Can't say reggae without unity.
100%. How did you, from your own mouth, your own words, how would you say the night went for you? Like, how did you leave feeling?
That was amazing. That was so much fun. And it was supposed to be like not obviously serious, but not like I tried to keep it as stress-free as possible. Went a little bit over time, but I had so much fun. I feel like everyone enjoyed themselves as well. No. Like everybody seemed to, like, I didn't get any bad complaints or anything, so that's a success for me.
Come on. I think when you do things out of love, you know, naturally that's what comes back to you. But then also when you work so hard and you're consistent. You're a consistent artist. Like, you know, some people, it's like they might be, I'm an artist, but you know, say when you look at their things, they're part-time artists, or you know, or it's not a priority, or perhaps they couldn't put all their all into being an artist. But when you say Elevate Today,
not tomorrow.
Bare respect.
I know we're gonna make
respect. That part.
Yep, that's it.
I know we're gonna make it. So on that note, 10 summers, guys.
Any work.
Stay locked in, guys. It's your time with Nadz on Just Cool Radio. I've got the amazing, dope artist and musician Elevatetoday in the building, guys. Make sure you run up his latest EP, okay? I know we're going to make it. And we're running 10 summers from that EP right now for you guys, okay? Stay locked in.
Come on my itch, soon rich like Bogdanovich. Money have to make, but when I go switch, now go quick. One for sing me down, but when I go sing, no way. Stick to the path, go and walk you, don't stray. Foot every pan the time, no we don't stray. Have to stand firm on the ground when you're out here. When things get rough, no we don't stray.
That's what I'm talking
no
about.
No for years, say we think pop down. To them, see me there on top, they want to take my crown. If you want for me, I defend my own. Target another side, leave your head on the ground. Preach, yeah, we there in the street. The sun a burn hot, we outside and a bleach. 10 to them a touch of concrete. Them a ask how we do it. Just know we did a put in the work for the last 10 summers.
Come on.
I was me fully charged when I walk with powers.
Hey.
Now make them talk, put a pass on my showers every youth. Set your target, then shoot. Life too short for your snooze now. Don't sleep and lose out. What me say if rain or fall, where you go for your umbrella? I fi put in the work anytime, anywhere. That's how we hustling hard every day for the cheddar. I fi take a chance if we make this little life better. Go on youth, shoot for the stars, don't make them stop you. Them can't stop you.
Jeez.
It builds up resistance.
Yes, guys, that was Elevateday's. One of the singles.
Some boy can't sing them record live.
10 summers.
What?
Do you know what? That big up.
Some boy don't sound the same live. What?
Wait. And that's real life, though. Let's say that's real life. Do you feel like if an artist can't perform live, they're not really an artist?
No, because I couldn't perform live for a minute. I could perform live, but there's a lot of technique involved.
Yeah.
Cause the vocals, one thing.
Yeah.
You need to rehearse. You need to know projection.
Mm-hmm.
You need to build up that. It's a muscle, innit? You have to build up that. Mine's not where it needs to be yet, but it's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
And you have stage prep. There's a whole heap of things involved. So you could be sick in the studio.
Yes.
But then the live is a different world. And then, or you could be sick live, but then you go in studio. It's like, oh, I'm not used to this. So
Okay.
find the balance.
Yes. No, balance is key. Balance is definitely key. I think as well, if we take it back a little bit as far as like growing up, you're saying like your dad, we're moving, but then that doesn't make sense.
Moving forward.
We're moving forward. I'm only doing this for you because this is, okay. So guys, we're going to rewind a little piece. Yeah, can I say that? I can say that. We can rewind a little bit.
Selector. Big tune.
Yeah, for sure. Big up, Mammy Marissa in the building. Love, sis. Yeah. So so your dad being a Rastafarian, your mum being a Christian.
Mm-hmm. She don't care what I might say. Cause we still a link up every other day.
So
they told you to proceed with caution. Them no one see you with me, my darling. Steady telling you to leave me, no. Trying everything to break her down, but she won't fall. No happy ever after. Them no want you to bring home a son or a daughter. But myself to find somebody smarter. Them tell you say me coulda never be fit as a father. She tell me say she want to escape. You can lean on the Rasta man get. That's all you're gonna get. next month.
Well, I wasn't even expecting that. So there we go. What is that?
That's the story.
Okay.
Mum and dad.
Yeah. So what is that? Something coming up? Is that a little exclusive, or you just little freestyle?
That's the story. But I think that's the question he's gonna ask.
Yeah. Do you know what? Fair's enough. I like that.
What was the question?
I like. Do you know what?
Mum and Christian.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say did you ever find it difficult? With the two different.
Oh no, same culture.
Yeah.
But that's the story still.
I like that. So
not for a lot of two backgrounds come together, get that little fight. But it makes sense next month. I ain't got a date yet, but
yeah,
I'll send that song to you.
Okay.
Still a link.
Okay.
She don't care what I might say.
Come on.
She don't care, cause we still a link up every other day.
Come on now.
Could be rich,
Big tune.
rich boy, poor girl, white, black.
That's it.
Asian.
Yeah. They say opposites attract anyway, didn't they?
But there's always that parent or outside thing that's I went off on a tangent. Promotion.
Okay. So at what point, okay, when you was ready to say, okay, look, mum, dad, I'm really into music, you know, you've been inspired by obviously like all the amazing like music and artists that around your childhood that you grew up on. When you was ready to say, mum, dad, listen, this is what I want to do, was it a natural transition? Did they just see you like, okay, you're really interested, you want to invest, and they help push it? Or was it one of them things where you had to prove like, I can do this?
So first thing was guitar. So I was playing guitar when I was 8. Shout out to mummy. Shout out to mummy. Don't know if you're on there.
Sorry, they're saying it sounded a bit echoey.
Technicals. Hold on.
Yeah. Is it okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So mum got me a guitar when I was 8. So I started to learn that, and then I did put it down at one point because it was just like they were showing me the nursery rhymes.
Okay.
So when you're interested in something, you learn it quick. So
Yeah.
Twinkle Twinkle is gone. And then it's 1 week, one lesson a week is 2. You just get bored.
Yeah.
And then she got me a Bob Marley book.
Then
I
that
was
kept your
locked in.
kept your intrigue.
And then from there, went on to like Jimi Hendrix and then started to explore different things. But guitar was my thing for years.
Okay.
And then it went to production. So when I got to production, that's when it got a bit like, because I've gone from guitar to just being on a laptop all day. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Trying to get that part.
Okay. So from guitar, yeah, I suppose, but but in a way, it's like learning the raw, natural way to play guitar, and then you get onto a keyboard. I suppose what I'm trying to understand, are you saying like the sound is different? Like if obviously you get when you're making a tune or whatever, yeah, and then you've got the instruments on the what do you call it, on
computer.
The thing? Yeah. On the computer or the system, whatever it is you use, all the technicalities, okay? The sound itself of the guitar, does it sound different to you just playing the guitar? Like, is there a slight difference in it?
Yeah, it could be digital, but it's the thing of going from playing something that's tangible, you can see you doing it, to just this thing.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what's happening on that, it just looks like, what's this boy doing? But it's when I started to monetize it. So I started selling rhythms, making instrumentals and selling beats. Then it was like, okay, don't get it, but it's how it works still. Just make sure you don't put on the guitar, and then just kept doing that. That's when I started to do the London things. I started getting beats to artists and networking that way.
So I like that.
So turn it from instrumentalist to a producer.
Okay.
A beat maker.
Wow. I like that. Okay, so we're going from learning how to play the guitar, then starting to make your own beats, selling your own beats, which, mind you, I don't know what it was like then when you was doing it, but I can imagine it's not an easy thing to do to actually get people to buy your beats, you know? Like, that's an achievement itself.
Yeah.
So you went from doing that to then, okay, I'm making these beats, why don't I just jump on the beat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
the rapping.
It was making the beats for people on the internet to just purchase. Then it's like, let me try reach actual artists. Then after that, it was what do you call it? After trying to reach actual artists, and a lot of them being like, oh, they'd get on beats, but most of the time it's like, make something like this. Say like Drake would drop an album.
Yeah.
Like, oh, can you make me a beat like?
Yeah, they want it personalized
So it's like,
to them, customized.
But the person you're trying to make, you're asking for a rhythm, like they've gone out their way to make something fresh. So you need to make something fresh.
True.
So I kind of got bored of that whole chasing artist thing, and I was like, you know what, my beats are good. Let me just try.
Yeah.
Do something on it.
Just jump on them, yeah.
And that's when I had to fit the
voice,
sound.
the sound to the music itself. Okay. So then when we get into your love for music, you went through a few artists that inspired you growing up and that you listened to and things like that. But as far as music itself, what inspires you and captures your imagination about music the most?
Like if I hear something.
Yeah, like what keeps you captured? Because like you said, like with the beat stuff, you was making it, whatever, and then at a certain point you was like, you know what, I'm done trying to find artists to give the beats to. Let me just jump on it myself. So you kind of got bored of that a little bit. But with music itself, it's kept your intrigue for all these years and kept you inspired. Like, what is there a specific thing you can put it down to, or is it a multitude of things?
Why? Kind of. Me scratching my head.
Yeah, that's all right. It's your time with Nadz. We got time, baby.
I think it's the first thing, or the first activity that I think you just get this feeling when you when I used to play guitar. When I used to play guitar, I used to get this feeling when you figure something out, like solve something.
Yeah.
It's the same feeling I get when I write a song or make a rhythm. I don't know, it's a different feelings enough. But I think I just love it. It's passion. Yeah.
It's the feeling. It's the feeling it gives you. There we go. Yeah. No, I hear you still. And
then you can, when someone else says they get a feeling from it as well. I feel like it's like a gift. Like art's like a gift. You just.
Yeah.
It makes you feel one, and then it could make someone else feel like that kind of thing, or inspire someone else. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like spark something.
Yes. I completely hear that. I think with any gift that someone has, whether you're a musician, a singer, a poet, anything that resonates and brings emotion to people, it's definitely a gift, and the reward is the satisfaction, is the acknowledgement also of like, okay, like when you go to do your shows and stuff, you can physically see how your music affects people.
Sometimes it can just be like a one message. Because even recently, since I've been more productive, I get messages from people and they'll mention some songs that I would have like not forgotten, but I wouldn't even really think too much about, because I think it's old or whatever. But then they'll be, oh, that song really means a lot, or I love this message, and you have to reanalyze the lyrics, like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying some stuff here that I perceive one way, but for someone else that can be, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing when I listen to music. I would think that, but maybe I don't have access to message the artist to tell them that. But it's like, I'm learning the power of a artist's voice, you know?
This is it. I think that the power of an artist obviously is within your music, but it's also about what you do behind the music as well, you know? And I feel like with your music, it's very motivational. It's very, inspiring. It's very empowering. And I think, is that something that for you, was it a personal journey of like, you know what, I want to make music that I enjoy listening to, that uplifts me. So in order to do that, my music has to uplift other people. Was that intentional as far as your messaging with your music?
I really just make what I like, what I'd like to hear, or what I think sounds cool. And I think I got good ears.
Yeah.
So I don't really try and make anything that fits any trend or I just make what I like.
Yeah.
Try to keep it simple, keep it clean. Cause I think like if I can't play something around mum or grandma, then it's a bit long.
Okay.
And also I just try to be myself. I can't pretend. Doesn't work well.
No,
I think there's any point, unless it's specified, like someone wants something in a style or something. Because it is art, you can make stuff up, but just try to be myself. Or just try to be creative and keep it fun. Because that's my joy. So I just as long as I'm enjoying myself, I feel like it will come across.
100%. It's definitely feel good. It's very much like your lyrics are filled with affirmations and filled with uplifting. Even with the ones that are like moody or like that kind of like, oh, you're feeling a bit stressed or life is happening and this and that. But even within it, like whether it's the beat or the way that you just compose it and fit it all together, still gives you that kind of warm, like, you know what, I can get out of here and tackle anything. Like, that's the vibe your music gives me.
Optimism.
Yeah, for sure.
Elevation.
That part.
Pun, the Nadz station.
All day, every day. And then saying that, we're going to get into another one of the songs off of your recent EP, Step In. Particularly enjoy
Big
this
song.
one. Yeah.
I wrote this one for you still.
Boy, you better stop lying for the people, them, yeah? Okay.
Listen, it says Nadz. Listen.
No, it doesn't, guys. But you know what? We could definitely imagine, guys, that it was for me, okay? I like that. Step in, guys. Elevate Today right here on Your Time with Nadz at Just Cool Radio, guys. Okay? Your girl loves a little serenade and every now and again.
Vibes.
Come on now. I ain't mad at it at all. So Elevate, when
Shout out Moon. Messiah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Big up.
Big up Moon.
Big up, Moon. All the way.
One Moon. I know two. Or a few. A true.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Nadz.
That's that's a whole conversation for another time. I definitely have opinions on that one. But yes, for now, it's all about you. It's all about your music. And talk us through the process with you being in the studio. How do you set the tone for yourself, the vibes, make sure you got the right vibrations and energy flowing in order for you to feel like, yeah, I'm in the right space and I can lay down a tune? How do you set it up for yourself?
Depends. Oof.
Like, you know, ambiance, if we're thinking about, yeah, like.
Maybe, I don't know.
Some people need to have women, some people need to have alcohol, some
I always
people.
record by myself most of the time. It's only the last day I've recorded with people around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
More time if I hear a rhythm or have an idea, I've already got the idea, like, fully there. It's just not there. So if I just have to get it out first.
Yes.
I can't really deal with try this. Like, sometimes just to get the idea out and then I can take. But also when you're doing something different, sometimes you don't really need. I'll take input, but sometimes I don't really need input.
No,
you
for
know
sure.
What I mean? Yeah. But I will record with people and take ideas for like Wood on the Fire. That's a collaborative song.
Okay, yeah. No,
Got my
that's a
bedrooms on
dope
that.
tune as well. Yeah,
And
we're finna
then
run that one.
If a producer sends a rhythm and I voice it and they might say, "Could you try this?" I'll try it. But most of the time I just record by myself.
Okay.
So I know what I'm trying to do, so I just get it out.
So then I guess when you do have collaborative sessions, it's like, you know, okay, this is the type of artist that fits in with what I do and the vibe, and I know that us together we're gonna make something, or you kind of go out on a whim of like, okay, maybe we'll see, but
we're like similar.
Yeah.
Or we get each other, so we don't. So I just let them do their thing.
Okay.
Let me do mine, and when we suggest, it's like from a place of love, cause we're trying to either get the best verse or just trying to get the best out of it, you know?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Have you ever had someone write a verse and you're like, no, start again?
Every bacalao session.
I mean,
no one's even heard these songs yet, but oh my days.
It gets like that. It gets like that. But I suppose that's part of perfecting your craft,
still
isn't
sharp
it?
And still.
There we go.
Sharp Mina.
Yes, big up Mina.
Should be on the front page of the Gleaner.
Cheese.
Oh.
Elevate.
Too much vibes, Carter.
Vibes, come on. I mean, he's the viral king right now. So when it comes to, your style of music, of course, we've gone through it being empowering and things like that. I feel like, is there a part of...
It's nice, you know.
Yeah?
So
doing this thing, yeah? Yeah, man, come on.
Highland Spring. Send the money.
Oh God! Yes, it's important to stay hydrated, guys. You know.
That's too much. Don't give them too much promo.
You started it. How are you gonna start it and tell me?
One sentence. I have to go pay for more.
Hit us up, guys, in the DMs or email me. How about that?
Email her.
Goodbye.
I'm out.
Elevate, please. Do you know what that brings me to? We're gonna rewind a little bit, yeah. Growing up in school, what kind of child was you? In school, was you the joker? Was you the teacher's pet? Like, what was you like?
Disrupting the class.
Oh, really?
For a good period. Wasn't disrupting no class.
Was that just what the teacher thought, but
Look
you wasn't
at me
really?
now. Oh no. that kind of vibe. But I feel like they always do that when you're
They pick one in
enthusiastic.
it.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah.
Nah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I always got told that. Depending on my head of year, there was a particular one.
That Bashi song.
What? Which one?
Black Man's Smile. What does he say?
Oh,
You heard that song?
I
It
remember how it goes
mentions
now.
it. He's like, that's how you take a black man's smile kind of thing. And he's talking about different little points. I was like, rah, he said about the classroom. So you're disrupting. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting because I think
sorry, to cut you.
Please
Stick
go.
a pin. Because there'd be some people in the classroom that was actually disrupting class. And they never got no reprimandation, if that's a word.
They didn't get reprimanded, then they did not. Yeah, and that's out of order.
My serious face.
Yeah.
Oh no, out there.
So
lower the pit to them, let them express themselves.
No, I definitely get it.
Within means.
Yeah, because I think like
That's
sometimes
somebody my bad breed, you know.
when you
Forget lick. Huh?
so you was a bad breed. You just say you was someone that
The thing,
your
enthusiastic.
energy
Yeah.
you go in, you'd have that energy, and then it's really them trying to keep that suppress that energy.
I think that's why music was good, because it gave me something to harness that energy into.
Makes sense. I hear that still. I hear that. I think that, it's kind of similar growing up in school. Like, I always had one head of year that used to be like, Nadia, when you go into school, he said, when you go in the classroom, depending on what mood you're in, sets the tone for the rest of the class. And I never got it then, because I always used to think, no, you're out of order because you're always picking on me.
Yeah.
That's what I always used to think. As I got older, I realised that not everybody has that gift to walk into a room and shift the energy.
Confidence kind of thing.
I don't even think it's that, because actually, naturally, I'm actually...
But it's like an aura, as the kids say.
There we go.
Aura.
The aura. Yeah.
Rita Aura.
It's not Rita's aura, it's Nadz aura.
Nadz Aura. The real Rita Aura.
Well, I think, yes, obviously energy or everything, but I think obviously when you're a child, the teachers are just like, all they want is that for you to stay in the box or stay in this lane and don't you dare try and think out of the box. Don't you dare try and question this and whatever. And I think, was you the type of child that asks a lot of questions in class and things like that?
Yeah. Like
Very
quick
inquisitive.
with the hand.
Yeah.
And then it's the you can't shout the answer, you gotta wait. Yeah, that one.
I mean, I get why they do it, because you'd have loads of kids shouting at the same time, but I don't think there's other techniques to teach children. I wish schools really explored the different ways, because you got 30 kids in a classroom. How are you going to tell me all them 30 kids learn exactly the same way? Some are visual learners. You know what I mean? Some of them are, they have to hear it repeatedly. Some, there's just so many different ways of learning. And so,
shout out Mina, she says she's a teacher.
She's a teacher.
Encourages this. I believe I can see this.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Encourage my students to stay out the box.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah, no, big up for that. We need more teachers like that actually are okay and that encourage kids to want to ask more questions, to think out of the box, because that's how you develop their creativity. I don't know how you're reading it, Elevate. Boy.
No two students learn the same way. True.
That part. Great point, darling.
Shout out NASA on the live. Producer Reach Home.
Oh, okay, is it?
Reach.
Big up. That's a tune. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, so producers. Let's talk about producing. Because obviously you've got a background of producing beats yourself. Does that make you overly critical when it comes to choosing producers for your projects?
No. It just has to sound just catch me. Yeah, that's it really. And also the person that's producing the rhythm, if it's not mine, I want the business to be easy from the get go. Like they got to be on the same page. Cause man ain't got no thousands of pounds. Also, I'm not gonna spend thousands of pounds. Like I commit myself.
Yeah.
So we got to be. That's one thing, and then just from a place of love, basically. I only really work with people that are friends or respect. Most of friends, because I work with people that I've respected before, and then it don't really go how you think it would go sometimes. Not even friends, my brothers and sisters. I work with them.
Yeah.
Easier.
Okay, so you like to keep it within.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was going to say? Like, the Rastafarian community is absolutely huge in London. Like, I feel like anywhere you go in London, there's definitely like a big community. Was it easy for you finding your home, like your base, like finding people that resonate and, you know, finding that tribe? Was it quite easy for you to do that? Like, are you Rastafarian or active?
I saw my grow.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
It's all intertwined. But very authentic, rootsy Jamaican household. So, dad grew up in country. So it's that kind of foundation set. And then with the mum being a Christian side, so it's the two worlds combined. I don't know who put that comment, but I can't read that one way.
I'm so sorry, guys. It's quite far.
Yeah.
So
Richard.
you know you'll be very lucky. Big up, Richard.
Big up Richard.
Yeah.
I can't read it. It's too
That's
far.
a lot. That's a lot.
But,
Bless him.
in terms of London, I don't even UK reggae, because I never was seeking to go into. That was not. I was just making music. So it's only now I'm kind of seeing, like this last 2 years, I'm meeting people that are UK reggae or whatever. I didn't even.
So for you, there wasn't really a difference, or you didn't hear it.
I was just making music.
Yeah.
But I know there's a scene here. I knew there's like the Carol Thompson and the Bitty McLean and Janet Kay and the history of that before. I didn't know anyone that made it in the UK, like, personally. Maybe like a 1-2 local artist in Manchester, like really local, but yeah. Agape Ranks.
Yeah.
That's I don't know why that Heaven in the Eye song didn't just. Big tune, man.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes you say that, but then I honestly feel like sometimes with music, even if people don't latch on straight away, if your song lasts a test of time and people are still listening to it generation after generation, like
Impact.
That's real.
Yeah.
There we go. You
I
know,
feel
it's all
that's
about longevity.
That's like 100 million views type of Radio 1.
Big
you know
tune.
what I mean? Big song.
Nah, for sure.
Maybe I'll do a cover of it.
Should.
Gappy.
Yeah,
That's one
why
way
not?
to because a lot of songs
Yeah.
that connect, sometimes it's the cover that, you know, that's an amazing song.
Yeah.
Even the Bitty McLean, the Walk Away from Love.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
big song.
I've noticed you have actually done a few covers, haven't you?
I got
Yeah.
a few online, but I think I've only got one on
On
stream.
the actual on the stream
Yeah,
on the
Come
stream.
and See Me.
Yeah.
Big song.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I think
Jadi.
they are definitely ways to
Say
connect.
Big up Jadi.
Big up Jadi.
Jadi.
Jadi. Big up yourself. Come on now.
From France.
Come and do
Living in
that
Connor.
bell.
Yes.
Come on now. Yes, I love French vibes, guys. Yeah. Well, you know what? On that note, I want to play another one of your songs, and then after we'll play a little game. Would that be okay?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let's run it. We're gonna play Reach Home.
Bang on.
So big up NASA.
Yeah,
NASA UK, big up yourself. Of course, guys, you're locked in. Your time with Nadz on Just Cool Radio. We have the amazing Elevate Today right here.
Tomorrow.
Yes, honey, right now, present
Right now.
today.
Mhm.
Okay, and make sure if you're not already, guys, follow him up on all social media platforms and stream his music, which is available on all music streaming platforms. Okay, don't miss out. Make sure you head over to his YouTube because the videos, ooh, honey, yeah.
Woolipa video loaded.
Bear them, okay? So, yeah, guys, we're good.
Me wake out, someone want to leave now. Streets cold, beer, blood a leak. Civilians are dead, meanwhile millions are make. Money are the cause of most of the problems. Use them out of work and get no employment. Cost of living high, still them off we find rent. So them steady out of road like them get deployment. It not take a thing to set off the violence. Mummy said coming like a war in at the ends. When shut the fire man, them off we run and jump fence. Place that away, me even trust fence. Me preach to stay far from them evil intent. Them quick to fight you down when you're reaching up ahead. Them don't want you when them a pre-fi say you're dead. Best friend could have plot and a pre-fi bust your head. When you call police, crime scene, no get attend. But them quick to take a money fi clean the evidence. It's bleak, that's why me say me have to reach on, I feel reach on. The street code tell me not to speak out. Me weak out, tell me want to leave now. Streets cold, be a blood that leak. Streets home, I feel reach on. The street code tell me not to speak out. Me weak out, tell me want to leave now. Streets cold, be a blood that leak. In the mix. Just one time a year the government them come round. Bribery them use by out the whole town. Now see them again till election showdown. A long time them a like them get vexed because we know, hey, we been knowing things. Try fi left them cook, then try fi cut with wings. Sure. But we not afraid to try. Rather try and run away than stay this way for life. Hey, we want to know say we a build a better future, me say. We no want a heap of shooting too much innocent dead. Them not like it when we come together and make amends. Them prefer when we all are war like we the inner the trenches. Too long now we've been defenseless. Now we got to fight for our rights to defend them. As you walk better watch how you stepping. Think smart, make sure say you reach on. I feel reach on. The street code say me not fi speak out. Me weak out say me want fi leave now. Streets cold, beer blood that leak. Reach on, I feel reach on. The street code say me not fi speak out. Me weak out say me want fi leave now. Streets cold, beer blood that leak. Reach on. Supposed to do it down there. Reach on. Jaja.
Yeah, be listen.
Give man an next tune.
Matting.
In the mood.
You want this one, yeah? Good
on
from
then,
the
run it.
fire. So you run it, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Wood pon the fire, guys. We're gonna go into this one, yeah? Jeez. Bringing it down a little piece now, yeah? All right.
Till we tired, go again. Go again. Throw some wood on the fire and exceed your requirements.
Nah, come on. Bad shit.
Make love till we tired, go again. Kiss up on your neck, then show me inside. Remember how it felt when I laid it last night. Pull up to your house on my best friend bike, tryna holler at you.
Come on. Lying.
could monetize the lion one still.
You could monetize the line.
Monetize it, but also it might be a bit intense because you realize how much people you'd be walking. You just say, be alive
Just
all day.
yeah,
you already
you're
know.
right. You could make content definitely for people's lives, but
I'm saying, like, imagine you just go shops and then you just say, be alive on the bus.
yeah,
Imagine you see a commercial and then you just
know the lies in it kind of thing.
That contains organ and then it's just a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. So you would rather be able to tell when someone is lying?
No.
Okay, so you would rather always tell the truth than
Yeah.
be able to tell when people are lying. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Obviously, I think always telling the truth is important, but sometimes people can't handle the truth, and the truth's not for everybody.
But lies always come out.
But
anyway.
the truth always comes out in the end, innit? Facts, absolute facts.
Imagine you go. You're on the.
Actually, if you listen to your natural instinct inside, like, you know, because you get a vibe when someone's lying. Like, I feel like over the years, I've kind of learnt that discernment of like, okay, now you're actually talking, actually talking crap right now. Like, I can kind of tell when people, or even if they don't say it, it's not something they said, it's the feeling or the vibration of how they said what they said, or something just didn't sit right with my spirit. And I'm like, yeah, you lying. You lying about something I can't tell, but you're lying. Okay? And that's the worst thing in life, is being a liar. You can't trust a liar. You know? So, I
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes in a life you have to lie, though. Sometimes small lie.
depends.
Sometimes you might have to.
They call it a white lie, don't
like,
they?
Yo, I don't know who that is. Like, this is being creative.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You create it. Like every time you have an idea and it manifests, I feel that's creative. You might think to make a
'cause it's
a food or
creating.
something, but
Yeah.
you write something down, you're creating.
That part, 100%. Yeah. So I think,
You live in creation.
Literally. Okay, so last one. Would you rather know how the world began or how it will end?
Shut up, Bobo Rockstar. Jeez. Bobo.
Big up.
What's it again?
Would you rather know how the world began or how it will end? It's a bit deep, isn't it? It's a bit dark. But
I don't think that's useful to me.
knowing how the world would end.
No. I mean, it's fire and brimstone still, but it's a different topic.
So what? You really think? No, but isn't spirituality? No.
Babylon I got burned.
Well, honey, we never know.
Every man a blaze fire.
I mean, I suppose, would you I think, do you know what? It would be quite detrimental to your mental health if you knew how the world was actually going to end.
Like, yo,
because you'll be stressed
what's wrong
every
with
day.
Yeah, man. Earth is everlasting.
Oh, big up.
Yo, Elevate's moving weird. He's not talking. Like, bro, I can't see it.
I'm done. Big up everyone in the building. Versa Style, Change Music. Big up Tans, of course. Shids and Mammy, we see you there with the comments. You said tune, yes. But the tunes are bad. The tunes are real bad, yeah?
Oh, Ginger Nibbles. Is that the right one? Queen Tan, Versa Style, Change Music, Mommy Marissa, Craigie B.
What a name. What
Chloe,
a name.
Chloe Alexandra.
Yes. Big up, guys. Love and respect. Do you know what? There was something I was going to say, but you know what? On that note, okay.
Just, you might not be, just trying to stay creative, because I feel like creativity, even if it's making food and just doing things.
Yeah, I like cooking. Do you cook?
Yeah, I love cooking, man.
Yeah.
Cooking. But being creative, staying creative, whether that's even just doing activities with friends, that kind of thing. I feel like that's one way to keep the mental health at bay. But yeah, with men it's tough still, especially Caribbean men and probably African as well, them kind of backgrounds. Or even like certain generation, like 70s, 80s, 60s, that's like...
Yeah, because I suppose for them in that generation, it was being a man wasn't showing emotion, it wasn't showing vulnerability, it was being a man, suck it up, get on with it, you know. So do you feel like, you know, people are more aware and men themselves, because see, I can only speak from a woman's perspective, innit? So it's always nice when I can speak to a male that can either give me a deeper insight into how do you create that safe space for your brothers around you to be able to offload whenever they may be going through something. Do you think it's something that needs to be done more, or is something that is actively happening?
I feel like I've been blessed where be more, as Bobo would say. Ain't trying to be less, but I've been fortunate that I've got friends where I can express myself. One time it might have only been like a one or two friends, but now I've got like a good circle where it's like I can actually any feeling they'll be there, and the same likewise, and also like female friends as well, where you're just free to just say whatever, and you don't feel no type of way.
Okay.
Because sometimes it might not be a family member or like a parent or someone as like blood relative close that might be able to understand. Sometimes it's just someone you might have met 4 months ago, 5 months ago, but they have that understanding or different, or they might. It's true. Same, you know what I mean?
No,
so
it's true. I think speaking more is important, and I think
not bottling it up.
Yeah, because a problem shared is a problem halved, isn't it? You know, and even if like I might come to you with my issue, it doesn't mean that you can solve my issue for me, but just being able to just offload it and just get it out, because when you keep it in, like I said, bottling it in, all it does is it eats away at you, you know?
Sometimes it can be something small, and once you've said it, it's like the way it's kind of... I even spoke to my mum earlier, and she had a little thing that she had to express to the family, but she's like, once I set the voice note, it felt like the weight was gone. So sometimes you just have to just...
No, for sure. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go, for sure.
And then another perspective can kind of just be like, you know...
Anton?
Yes. Another perspective can just help you think differently and switch those negatives into something positive, or just when someone else knows you're going through something, they can kind of just
Honestly.
checking on you, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. I
'Cause it
think
gets lonely out here, you know. In
yeah,
the streets.
it does, and I think this world can be a cold place, sometimes and whatnot. It's just saying that the screen's gonna turn off. It can be a cold place sometimes, and I think that it's important to create that brotherhood or that sisterhood, you know. And I think some people aren't fortunate enough to have that, you know. And I think when you come from cultures, and this is why I actually do admire Rastas and, you know, Muslims and certain other faiths, because no one can penetrate that. Like when
Tighten it.
it's solid, and you can see that from the outside and from the inside, and just being around, like the energy is just it's different, you know. And I think that's something that we've always kind of been missing, like throughout the years, is that unity in London. Like, it's just, unless you belong to a certain particular group, you're just floating, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of floating and trying to find your space and your place in life, you know. But
I've kind of felt like that most of my up until recently. Cause there was Jamaicans when I was growing up, but it's like sparse in the area I was in. Then obviously my dad would have his friends, but they're like big men, so it's
Yeah.
sparries.
Yeah, no,
And
for
then
sure.
college, so it's only really now I'm really vibing with Caribbean people, and
Okay.
I had a lot of African friends
Yeah.
and Portuguese growing up, but not that many Jamaican and Caribbean.
Yeah.
There might meet one person, but then it's like,
Okay.
I think that's more the area, but it's more now. So I had like every other nationality: Polish, Czech, Albanian,
That's what's up.
Libyan. You know, just everywhere. Pakistan, Indian.
Yeah.
I didn't really have that much Caribbean up until now. So I grew up multicultural,
Interesting. Yeah.
but
I love that.
not as much
I love that.
Jamaican presence.
Yeah. No, and
per
I
se.
get that. No, it gets like that, but I think it's in you. It's in your roots. So I think naturally, you do. People end up, whether it's physically or you know, metaphorically speaking, you do kind of end up back home in a way.
And there's so much overlap anyway with just Caribbean culture into other people's culture. So I remember when I first came to London, I heard people saying "blem." I was like,
"Blem." Oh.
But referring to the tobacco.
to cigarette.
I was like, what the hell?
What
And then
is
they were
that?
saying,
What is
I'm there.
Blem.
I was like,
Yeah.
me there. Or me I go did there.
Oh.
Or me did there.
Yeah.
I'm there. You can't.
I'm there. Yeah, I'm there.
It's just not going to.
But I get.
And then,
the lingo is
and then
different.
people saying when people start saying allow it. I
Ah.
was like, if you're saying allow it, it means you want something to continue. You say allow it. Like,
Yeah, allow
drop
it is. Do you know what? That's one that is a bit of a mind boggler. It's a mind boggler because it is.
So when them slangs started to bubble, I was like,
Yeah.
As the one Jamaican or few. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm glad. Obviously, now you feel like you're tapping more into, you know, your culture as far as that goes. But it's
always
always
tapped in just more actual people.
I hear that.
Like friends and immediate.
Yeah. So if you wasn't doing music, because we're coming up just to the end of the show now, my lovely. No, don't stress yourself. It's all right. Don't stress yourself. You're good. If it wasn't music, what was your other passion be? We know obviously the guitar instruments. Outside of music, what would your other passion be if it wasn't?
Realistically, music business.
Okay, so it would
The
be on the
business of
executive
music.
side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if I wasn't creating it,
you would support other artists and put them on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
The two things I enjoy: music and business.
Yeah.
Something within that, because even with the production, it was
Yeah.
once the music was made, it's just selling the music or the beats, I'd say.
So, okay. Well, on that note, I'm going to play one of your songs to finish off the show. But before we go, would you like to let the people them know where they can find you and what is coming up next for Elevate Today?
Elevate Today, all platforms, all social media, apart from Twitter. It's Elevate X Today.
Okay.
Elevate Today. Next show, Bristol, February 1st, £1. If you was at the London show, which you were,
Yes.
you know the vibes.
Come on.
We're gonna be at the Smoke Loud UK shop in
Dope.
Bristol. So yeah,
Dope.
they got a new lounge in there. We're gonna convert that into a little yard settings.
Okay. That's lit. Well, thank you.
I know we're gonna make it mixtape
Go
out
on.
now.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Run up the mixtape, guys. Run it up. Make sure you support Elevatetoday, an amazing artist, musician. I just want to thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate your energy, your time,
I'll be back.
your dope music, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Yes, guys, it's your time with Nadz on Just Cool Radio. We have reached the end of the show, guys. I'm going to see you guys off with we're going to see you guys off with Steady by Elevatetoday, guys. Make sure you do run it up. And catch me here next week, guys, for another epic show. Big up yourselves. Okay.
What them do want to you, cause you don't want to get caught up in a them loop. You can choose to ignore when me say, but don't be confused when you're caught in a mess.
If you don't know, now you know. Go and tune in to JusCoolRadio.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to ignite your party with the electrifying beats and non-stop energy of Just Cool Radio. Whether you're planning a wedding, corporate event, birthday bash, or just a night to remember, Just Cool Radio is your go-to DJ and dance entertainer, guaranteed to make your event unforgettable. With an extensive music library spanning all genres, Just Cool Radio knows how to read the crowd and keep the dance floor packed all night long. From classic hits to the latest chart toppers, every song is expertly mixed to perfection, creating a seamless flow that keeps the party vibes high. But that's not all. Just Cool Radio brings more than just music. With dynamic lighting, engaging MC skills, and interactive dance routines, this entertainment package is designed to captivate and thrill your guests from start to finish. Whether it's an intimate gathering or a grand celebration, Just Cool Radio tailors the experience to match your vision and exceed your expectations. Book Just Cool Radio today and turn your event into an extraordinary celebration of music, dance, and pure fun. For booking and inquiries, visit www.justcoolradio.com or call +44 7904 598 848. Get ready to dance the night away with Just Cool Radio, where every beat brings the heat.
JusCoolRadio.com provides exceptional standard to your video promotion and your audio promotion. Advertise with us now on the number +447 538 704 791. We take WhatsApps and we take emails. JusCoolRadio@outlook.com. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many.
Calling all young sports enthusiasts. Get ready to kickstart your athletic journey at Goodway Sports Academy, your community hub for sports and personal development in Brixton. Founded by the dynamic Mr. Anton Tubad DJ Simon from Just Cool Radio Ltd and Eyes of Many CIC. Goodway Sports Academy is more than just sports. It's a place to grow, learn and shine. Whether you're dribbling towards your dream in basketball or scoring that winning goal in football, our academy offers top-notch coaching in football and basketball for youths aged 7 to 18. But it's not all about the game. At Goodways, we teach life skills like teamwork, discipline and leadership, preparing you for success both on and off the field. And here's the best part. We're actively looking for passionate volunteers. Join us in coaching, event planning, or simply being a mentor to our young athletes. Don't miss out on the action. Visit us at St. Matthew's Estate Sports Ground or reach out today to become part of something great. For more information, visit www.JusCoolRadio.com or www.eyesofmanycommunity.com or simply email us at eyesofmanycommunity@gmail.com. Goodway Sports Academy, where good ways lead to great futures.
Just Cool Radio is on the hunt for DJs, presenters and hosts to be a part of our broadcasting assistant team. If you feel you have the skills and the ability to join this exclusive team, then get in contact with Just Cool Radio right about now via the email JusCoolRadio@outlook.com. Also, contact us via WhatsApp or via the phone line on the number of +447 538 704 791. We repeat one more time. This is JusCoolRadio.com on the hunt for hosts, presenters and DJs who would like to join our broadcasting team. So if you want to join our team, the number is +447 538 704 791. JusCoolRadio.com, disturbing the silence, catching the eye of many.
Once upon a time, in the cozy Just Cool Radio studio, where the beats were always bumping and the vibes were always cool, lived a tiny kitten named Bop. Bop was the pet star of JusCoolRadio.com, and she loved nothing more than snuggling up next to her owner, Anton Too Bad DJ, after a long day of spinning tunes. One fateful night, after a particularly groovy radio show hosted by Glam Nadz and featuring a special guest MC, Bop found herself alone in the studio, surrounded by all the equipment that made her owner's beats come to life. Mesmerized by the blinking lights and shiny buttons, Bop couldn't resist exploring the DJ controls. Just as Bop was about to give up on her DJ dreams and curl up for a catnap, two unlikely friends burst into the studio. King Trunks, the big, friendly elephant, and Snakey, the sneaky snake with a mischievous glint in her eye. Together, they introduced Bop to the secret world of the Just Cool studio with a catchy rap song that had Bop bouncing to the beat. But their fun was interrupted when King Trunks suddenly had to attend to an urgent matter, blowing his nose and using the restroom. Left alone with Snakey, Bop soon realized that not all the creatures in the studio were as friendly as King Trunks. Snakey, with her sly smile, tried to trick Bop into handing over the spare key to the DJ equipment. "You see, dear Bop," Snakey whispered, "there's a magic key hidden in my belly that makes the DJ equipment work perfectly. All you have to do is crawl in and fetch it." Bop hesitated, unsure of Snakey's intentions. But before she could make a decision, King Trunks returned with a mighty trumpet, sending Snakey slithering away in fear. With a swift stomp and a gentle trunk lift, King Trunks banished Snakey from the studio, ensuring Bop's safety. As Anton returned to the studio, unaware of the nighttime adventure that had unfolded, Bop felt a sense of relief and gratitude towards her newfound friends. With a contented purr and a sleepy meow, Bop curled up next to Anton, feeling safe and loved. And as the stars twinkled outside the studio window, King Trunks leaned in close to Bop and whispered, "As long as you are in the Just Cool Radio kingdom, you are safe." With a happy heart, Bop drifted off to sleep, knowing that she was surrounded by friends who would always watch over her. And so in the magical world of Just Cool Radio, where pet toys come to life and adventures await, Bop's first night in the studio became a tale of friendship, bravery, and the power of music to